Hello and welcome. My name is Simon Chung. I'm from the Material Sciences Corporation, and this talk is on topic A16-122, Implementing Metal-Plated 3D Printed Structures, sponsored by NAVSEA. A little bit about our company. Material Sciences, or MSc, is focused on the design and implementation of advanced materials and composite structures through design, analysis, testing, and manufacturing. Formed in 1970, MSc was initially focused on micro and macro mechanical analyses of composite materials, but over the course of years added design, testing, and prototype services. More recently, composite and textile capabilities have been added for small-scale and large-scale production. The company was acquired by Siemens Composites in 2018, which allowed a good synergy between the two companies, where MSc is focused on design and innovation of composite structures, and Siemens Composites' specialty is on large-scale fabrication and production. MSc has 3 facilities. Its headquarters is located in Horsham, Pennsylvania, about 20 miles north of Philadelphia. Its focus is on design and innovation. Our Greenfield facility in South Carolina is focused on manufacturing and production. And our Huntsville, Alabama office offers engineering services primarily to the Army programs located in Redstone Arsenal. We have supported hundreds of DoD programs, large and small, but also have branched out to commercial applications, including products sold to Bianchi Bikes and Wilson Sporting Goods. So what's this program all about? What is the challenge that needs to be met? Well, as most know, additive manufacturing and 3D printing has been dubbed a potential game changer for design and manufacturing. Additive manufacturing offers the potential for highly tailored, lightweight designs with rapid turnaround times. This is mainly through eliminating geometric design constraints associated with machine structures, as well as eliminating the need for design and manufacturing of molds. There are 2 main additive manufacturing techniques: metal printing and polymer printing. Metal printing, such as powder fusion techniques, offers high-strength materials, but often comes with weight and cost penalty. Polymer printing, such as filament deposition or stereolithography, offers lightweight and low-cost materials, but often comes with performance limitations since neat polymers typically do not meet stiffness and strength requirements. Despite these limitations, there are numerous transition targets that can benefit from additive manufacturing, including underwater vehicle components, tooling for shipboard maintenance, diver equipment, antennas, and many others as listed here and shown to the right. Overall target for implementing additive manufacturing structures include reducing fabrication costs by 20% or more, decreasing procurement times by 40% or more, and increasing mobility and performance by 30% or more, mainly through lightweighting and using advanced design techniques such as topology optimization, which allows for much more organic-looking shapes. So there is an operational need to bridge current limitations in additive manufacturing. As mentioned earlier, polymer printed parts can offer the potential for low-cost, lightweight structures. We can apply advanced design techniques such as topology optimization to produce geometric, complex parts. This is illustrated in the top right picture, which shows a highly tailored, lightweight bracket, which clearly cannot be manufactured by conventional machining techniques. But to implement polymer printed parts, there is a need to improve strength, durability, and thermal resistance, particularly for mission-critical and safety-critical parts in Navy ships. Simply put, additive manufactured polymer parts have the potential to reduce cost and lead time, but needs improvement in performance. So the improvement sought here is the utilization of metal-plated additive manufactured parts. Metal plating over plastic parts is a proven concept and is well known to add stiffness, strength, and durability. It also adds other multifunctional benefits, including thermal and electrical enhancements that's been used in connectors and other aerospace structures as shown in the picture to the right. However, integrating metal plating over an additive manufactured part is a relatively new concept where design tools are still needed. They are needed to help designers take full advantage of both additive manufacturing and metal plating. Organizations that are interested in using a better designed metal-plated additive manufactured part include Hull Mechanical and Electrical Systems and Engineering, UAV Systems, Missile Components, Ground Vehicles, Armament, and Space Applications, just to name a few. So to solve this problem, Material Sciences, along with its subcontractor Repliform, located in the Baltimore, Maryland area, is developing a knowledge-based tool set for designing and manufacturing of lightweight, metallic-coated, additive-manufactured polymer structures. If done properly, we can retain the low-cost, fast turnaround times offered by additive manufacturing, but improve overall structural performance and add multifunctional enhancements, which is always the holy grail of any structural design. The tool set that's being developed includes a manufacturing design guidebook that includes best practices, design constraints, proper surface finishes, and other design parameters to allow designers to properly design a plated polymer part. Electroplating modeling tool sets are also being developed, where scripts and algorithms will link material models, electroplating simulations, and global structural analyses, i.e. finite element analyses, to provide a full design and simulation cycle. ASPE charts will also be part of the toolset, which will ensure designers that per application, plated polymers is the most optimal compared to other materials. And finally, quality assurance and test plans will also be provided to help qualify the part for service implementation. The current status of this program is as follows. The Phase 1 program was initiated on the Army and picked up by the Navy under Phase 2. We are currently in the Phase 2 base portion of the program. Under the Phase 1, plated 3D printed coupons were made and tested, where results showed a 40 to 80% increase in strength over unplated parts. Also in the Phase 1, analog parts, namely a complex bracket roughly 3 inch by 3 inch by 3 inch in size, was printed and tested to represent a more real-world application. Here, structural performance was shown to increase by 2 times, while reducing cost by 50% as compared to machining an aluminum bracket. We are currently in the Phase 2 base portion of this program. We are currently building and assembling the toolset via comprehensive design, analysis, and testing of coupons and subcomponents, with coordination and guidance with the Navy technical point of contact. We're currently waiting on the Phase 2 option. The Phase 2 option will focus on demonstrating the technology on 3 to 5 full-scale structures to balance performance, weight, and cost. Material Sciences possesses full-scale testing capabilities, where representative testing can be performed to demonstrate that global performance requirements are met. The key benefit of this toolset is to improve repeatability and reliability of designing and using metal-plated additive manufactured parts. This is done by A, ensuring the design has uniform coating thickness, so performance is consistent throughout all sections of the part. B, ensuring accurate predictions on part performance and thus increase part reliability. And C, providing a more optimized design by getting the best balance of cost, weight, and performance. This toolset is focused on electroplating techniques. When designed properly, it has advantages over other standard plating techniques. For example, spray coating generally needs thicker coatings to achieve performance enhancements, while surface finishes tend to be rough and defect-rich. Vapor deposition coatings tend to be brittle, and thus better suited for electrical enhancements, such as EMI and ESD performance needs. And lastly, cladding or foils tend to be better suited for larger planar surfaces, which is generally not the case for additive manufactured designs, which generally are more geometrically complex for lightweighting. To transition the technology to the fleet, the first step is to demonstrate it on 3 to 5 full-scale articles. This will be performed under the Phase 2 option if awarded. A Phase 2 enhancement will be needed to perform field tests and field validation. Afterwards, short-term plan is for Material Sciences and Repliform to continue to utilize their subject expertise and provide engineering services to the Navy to demonstrate this technology on a case-to-case basis. Medium to long-term plan is to train Navy engineers on how to use the tool set so they can develop in-house design capabilities at a depot level. To do so would require PEO support to establish training requirements. There are broad-based commercial applications for this technology, where any metal or composite structures can be replaced with a more lightweight, low-cost, multifunctional metal-plated additive manufactured structure. This includes brackets, housings, or connectors that may need EMI shielding, environmental barriers, or long-term stability as needed in space and aerospace application. Cellular designs, as shown in the bottom right, can also be applied for additional lightweighting and design optimization. Thus, commercial aircraft, ground vehicle, and spacecraft components are all potential applications. Beyond the Navy, Material Sciences has also engaged Army officers to transition to technology. This includes close combat weapon systems for portable missile systems, as well as the Joint Attack Munition systems for aviation missiles. Material Sciences will commercialize the technology through a licensing strategy. This includes providing engineering services to prime contractors on a case-to-case basis, or if mutually beneficial, train companies on using the toolset for developing in-house capabilities. In summary, Material Sciences is developing a toolset for designing and fabricating metal-plated and manufactured structures that offer lightweight, low-cost, and multifunctional performance. Thank you for your attention today. Please contact me if you have any further questions, or visit us to discuss this or any composite or design needs. Thank you, and have a good day.